You might think that to make money on YouTube, you have to make videos yourself, edit them, and constantly show your face on camera. But if I told you that you don't need to do any of that, and you can make thousands of dollars per month without making videos yourself? Today, I interviewed Hessel, who recently dropped out of university to pursue YouTube full-time.
Quit school, went all in.
And the craziest part is that he doesn't even make his own videos. Hessel is going to share with you how much money he makes per month from YouTube, and by the end of the video, Hessel is going to share with you how you can start a channel like this yourself. Tell me, Hessel, how much money you make from YouTube?
Right now from YouTube, with all the search channels I have, it's about 10k a month. Currently, like especially the last year, it has been crazy. Quit school, went all in, hired a lot of different teams, just scaled like crazy. But yeah, right now I'm just doing a lot of keyword research, scaling hard on new channels as well in different languages. Right now about 10k. Last month it was a bit more, month before it was a bit less, so it's kind of around that mark right now.
Okay, cool. You mentioned a lot of stuff, and I think people are just gonna be, wow,
yeah,
what is going on? What is the search channel? What is this? What is that? So you're doing YouTube a little bit differently, right? Like most of the people understand like doing YouTube where they show their faces, like I do right now on this channel. You're doing it way differently. You don't show your face, don't create videos yourself, and you mostly focus on search-based videos.
That's right.
Why?
To begin with, like search is a traffic source on YouTube, right? It's also a traffic source on Google. It's something else than browse or recommendations based content. Like an example could be a tutorial or something that solves a problem. So for example, when people want to fix their flat tire, they search it up on Google, they watch a YouTube video because people want to watch YouTube videos rather than watching an article because it's more helpful. So what I did research on YouTube and on Google based on what people are actually searching for. What do they need help with, and where has not yet been a video created about, right? So an example could be how to fix your flat tire. We make a video about that, it ranks and it gets views every single day because new people get that problem every single day and want to fix it. Example I gave you is not the best one because of course it's hard to make. You actually need to have a car, you need to actually have a flat tire, so that's not really beginner friendly to make. Instead I focus on digital things, like for example how you can create a website, how you can delete your Instagram account, more that stuff, like digital based stuff. At the beginning I started doing that myself, just with my own microphone right here, screen recording myself, but right now I outsource that to a video production team in Pakistan, Philippines, anywhere in the world, also with my Spanish channels from Colombia, so they are making the videos for me. I only do the keyword research and the managing. So
when we talk about browse channels, so people can have context, when we talk about browse channels, we talk about SEO channels. With browse, we're talking about like Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, these types of channels. That's right? When we talk about SEO channels, talking about how to install Instagram on your Samsung. Yeah. I see the difference because these videos can have way longer longevity, right? Like they can be searched for next 10 years. Is AdSense the only way you're making money with these videos?
It's mainly AdSense, like 90%, but it is definitely possible to kind of integrate this with affiliate marketing, and that's what I've been doing as well. And a good example could be solving a problem where the product solves that problem. So an example could be how to watch Netflix in Mexico with US movies, right? Because if you're in Mexico right now, you are limited to where you live. An example could be to download a VPN, change your location to the US, and then watch it from there. And what you can do in the video, you can promote the VPN, paid one, for example, ExpressVPN, NordVPN. For every sale you generate, you get a commission. That's for like about 10 to 5% of the total revenue. It's mainly AdSense, of course.
For example, I would make on my channel Adobe Premiere Pro tutorial, and then I would have Adobe Creative Cloud like affiliate link in my description.
Yeah,
right?
that could work,
so,
definitely.
I've tried it, by the way. I didn't make a tutorial for Adobe, but I have videos where I edit videos with Adobe. I show how I edit, and I had a link, and I think I already made like $100 with Adobe Creative Cloud. If you can just dedicate the whole channel about Adobe, I think that would like crush it insanely well. And there's another thing people need to understand, that different videos have earn different amount of money from AdSense, right?
Absolutely.
Video about business and finance could earn way more than a video about just a vlog or something.
Yes.
If people would be interested in going, let's say with your, like what you're doing, right? Like with SEO, what would you say a realistic time frame from going from zero to finally making like $1,000 a month?
That's of course a good question. That really depends on the person, of course. Like what is your situation right now? Are you starting from complete scratch? Are you a teenager or anything like that? Are you starting creating the videos yourself? Thing with search is you don't really build an audience. It's just a matter of how high can you rank and what is the demand. Let's say you start creating the videos yourself. It's all about volume. So being able to find those keywords where you can rank for without too much competition and everything, uploading as many videos as you can. So let's say you can do like 50 videos a week. You will obviously like get to that $1,000 a month mark way earlier. If you can outsource it, if you currently have a job and you just want to add a second stream of income and you can outsource it to a freelancer team, you can probably scale way harder. It took me 8 months to get monetized, and from the moment I monetized, it took 3 months to hit $1,000 a month. Right now you can do it faster with the right tools and strategies, as I didn't have that.
By the way, guys, I left a link under this video in the description for Hessel channel, so you can make sure to shorten your learning curve and get there faster, because Hessel shares some fire advice when it comes down to building SEO channels. There's all these different strategies, right? They can build an SEO channel, but should they utilize shorts, for example, to grow faster, like posting shorts as well?
You can do that, and I see some creators doing that as well, especially now with the search, with the shorts monetization, of course. It's all like search based, like it's traffic, it's all coming from search traffic. So when someone searches for how to delete their Instagram account, it doesn't matter if they click the short or the long form video. Through shorts feed, people are not going to watch that video when it pops up if they are not looking for it at that time, right? For example, if you watch a Mr. Beast short, you can be like, oh, this is interesting, this is cool, something like that, because it's audience based. But with search, I get a tutorial about something that is completely irrelevant to what I'm doing right now, so we just continue swiping. So for shorts, it could help a little bit maybe to get some more subscribers, or for some videos to get some more views. But in the long run, it's not gonna have like much of an effect.
You dropped out of university, right?
Yeah, from college. Like I graduated high school about 6 months ago. Then I went to college and I quit in 2 weeks.
Okay, so you've been making money at the time when you were in the college?
That's right.
Like, what are you studying?
I was like creative business. That's what it was called.
So it's kind of like your topic,
yeah,
right?
Kind of. I thought, if I'm gonna study, I'm doing something that is like something that can really help me. But in the end, it didn't help at all. It was just...
At least they taught you about SEO channels in class?
Obviously, they teach everything about it. No, it was like, I expected it to be more of how do you set up a business or how do you manage it, more in terms of that. But it was like, now you're gonna discover yourself and what you want and blah, 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 all that. Like, it was really unclear to me, and it didn't really look like it was gonna benefit me.
And that's what I really like about what you're doing specifically. People need to understand, like, there's different online businesses, right? You can have agency, you can sell services, you can sell products. What you did is that you built up a catalog of videos that were kind of like a small investment, small like real estate.
Yeah.
And they grow over time, right? You have like a consistent flow because people constantly search for your videos. And when you're starting something online, you have to think about, you don't need to look at everything, how I make money today, rather look how I'm going to make money like a year after. At least doing something that's building you up.
Absolutely.
That point.
Like that's the main thing, right? So what I said about making $1,000 a month, how long that takes, people have to realize once you hit the $1,000 a month mark, it's gonna stay there. Like even if you don't upload at all, it's gonna stay there. And it's not like, oh, I have a Shopify store with drop shipping, $1,000 a month. I don't spend any money on ads, it goes down. No, it's nothing like that.
People need to understand, like, content businesses and pharmaceutical businesses has the biggest margin, right? Like,
oh yeah.
Should people be building automation channel or personal channel? Like, what do you think are main pros and cons between both of them?
Well, the main pro about having a personal brand channel is you build an audience, you show your face, credibility. It's just easier to, for example, sell something. You build a relationship with your viewers, and that's something you don't do with an automation channel. You don't show your face, you make videos in a specific niche or about specific topics like I do. I don't have an audience. I have a channel with like almost 30k subs, but it's not an audience. Like they don't watch the videos. It's just that they subscribe for the help. And that's what I see happening a lot. Big channels with tens of thousands of subscribers that seems like it has a big audience, but it actually hasn't. So it's just easier to manage it, to like scale it. If you, for example, go on to a vacation for 3 weeks, you don't have to worry about recording. Yeah, with the personal channel, it's just easier overall to build trust.
When we go down, for example, to different monetization strategies, I think personal channel can have more leeway, right, for monetization.
Absolutely. Affiliate marketing, because you have more trust and better relationship. People are more likely to buy stuff from you, and brand deals as well. Brands will be way more interested in promoting their service or product, what they have, to a loyal audience than a channel with no audience, right?
Does YouTube favor longer videos right now rather than shorter videos? I mean, when it comes down to like long form videos.
Like a year ago, I would say it doesn't matter, but right now I'm noticing differences. A video above 8 minutes is way more likely to get recommended by the algorithm than a video 4 minutes. I notice it with my personal channel as well, with some of the automated channels too. Like, there's a difference for sure.
I always love to look at things where there's only one thing that makes the most difference. So what would you say is that one thing when it comes down to building a YouTube channel? The way you do it with SEO, that makes all the difference. That's gonna make you the most amount of return over time.
That's easy.
What is that one thing?
Topic research, keyword research, being able to find those keywords that are right now very underrated. So you have to get experience for that. It's not easy. Like the way we find it is by using the search bar, seeing what people are searching for, and we now have tools and strategies in place that we can actually do that. But it's just a skill you need to develop. Like you have to spot the potential basically, and if you do that every single day consistently, you get better at it over time, and that's the number one thing you would need to spend your time on for sure.